want to have like a real serious conversation. I hope I don't be too long when I talk about this. Ladies, gentlemen, in the words of my grandmother, she always say, somebody love you, they won't put their hand on you. Okay? And I know for people from my past, they're like, that's contradicting because you said you did this and you said you, yeah. Because one thing I've learned, when you in those situations, any type of situation like that, and somebody put their hand on you, nobody's going to come save you. They could be standing over you, and they're not going to save you. They can be in the next room, and they're not going to save you. They could be your neighbor, and they're not going to save you.
Just about
Yeah.
All right, 600 at window.
Okay. Alright, so with that being said, when it comes down to self-defense, you have to take self-defense, or that person will not get up off of you. Fellas, you're in a situation where you're in that, try to walk away, but if it escalates, you might want to be the first person to call the police when that type of situation happens. When it does happen, do not fight back. Ladies, we all know that the average man is stronger than the average woman. You in a situation like that, you try your best to get that person up off of you, because sitting there saying stop hitting me, it's not going to stop them from hitting you. When you tell them please stop hitting me, stop it, and you crying, you're submitting to the aggression. That's exactly what you're doing. You're submitting. And if they feel like that's the only way that they're going to get you to submit, they're going to feel like it's okay to keep doing it to you. Okay? I just want you to know that. And it's so easy to get mad with your family and say, well, why they ain't come get me and why they ain't come save me. Let me tell you something. When your family think that you're going to go back to that person, they're not going to come save you. They don't want to get involved in something that they can't stop. They done got involved, and before you know it, that person back at the next family function. Now they stuck disliking them, and you right with them. And you want your family to accept them. Now you got them in the middle of your shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they don't like to get involved. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing to you fellas. Y'all run back and y'all tell y'all family all this stuff. Don't involve your family in your business unless you are in danger. You know you're not gonna leave that girl alone. You know you're not gonna leave that woman alone while you got your family in your business like that. Now they involved in something that you know damn well you're not about to let go. Now your guest or your woman or your lady, she feeling all uncomfortable around your folks because of all the stuff that you done said. Ladies, you too. It's hard for people to detach from the things that you have told them. That's why they be feeling like it's okay to get involved in your business, because you have opened the door for that to take place. Because you set no boundaries. I'm going to say this again. You love somebody, you want to put your hand on them. And for those, because I said this before to somebody I was working with, this was a while ago, and you know, it's always that one person in the crowd that say, well, I will never let a man put their hand on me. And you know, I asked her this very question. I said, how long you been with your person? And she said, I've been with them for 20 years. I said, let's say y'all got in an argument, and I'm talking to the ones that say these things, right? Y'all get in an argument and he shoved you. You think it stops with that? You gonna leave him right after he done shoved you? You gonna leave him after 20 years, after 30 years? You gonna leave him right as soon as? She couldn't say nothing. She didn't even have a word. You want to know why? Because you love him. That's the same thing that goes through women's mind when they get in relationships, especially when they wholeheartedly love somebody. They don't leave too quick because you know what they tell them? I thought you loved me. I want this to work. I won't let this happen again. And I'm asking y'all same ones who say these things. Oh, I would never let a man put their hand on me. What if he say he want to work it out after 20 years? You gonna work it out? What if he say he want to go to counseling? You gonna go to counseling? Okay, y'all went to counseling. Everything good. Y'all done went shopping. Y'all done went on vacation. The kids good. You good. Everything back to normal. But the next time y'all get into it, this time he decided to punch you in your face. Don't say what you never will go through before you judge somebody else. You're not helping them like that. You add insult to the injury. And you're not a good, you wouldn't be considered a go-to person when somebody go through something like that. Tell you something, somebody consider you as a friend, you be there for your friend. All that, I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't go through that, and girl, I don't know how you do that, and you're not a friend. You're not a friend like that. A friend gonna give the real. A friend gonna tell that person, baby, you know I care about you, right? And I'm only gonna tell you what's right now. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you. If you ain't ready for the truth, don't ask me. And as soon as they say they ready for the truth, you lay it on them thick. It don't stop here. It only gets worse. Somebody put their hand on you, it only gets worse. You be lucky to walk away with your fucking teeth. And this happened to me. A dude tried to hit me in my mouth. Matter of fact, he did hit me in my mouth. Simply because when I first met him, he asked me what I love about myself, and I said my smile. Them the type of motherfuckers you gotta keep a pistol hid from. But them the type of motherfuckers that search through your house, because that's exactly what he did. He searched through the house and found all my knives and shit like that. You gotta stack your money, see confirmation. You gotta stack your money and hide that shit. That's when you have to bring out the inner psychopathic side of you. You got to be crazier than them. Somebody willing to stab you, bring that type of heart. You got to be a motherfucking hellraiser. To let them know, like, motherfucker, I ain't playing with you, bitch. I ain't your child. I'll fuck you up. And you got to mean that shit. Not no, oh, you know, I fuck you up and then you never do. No, you got, baby, let me tell you something. Seeing is worth believing. Seeing is worth believing. And some people is not going to get it until you fuck their ass up. Because those are the types that never want you to go nowhere, but they isolate you from everybody else. So now you don't got nobody to run to. I had one woman, one mother, she came through and she told me, she said, this is my son and I don't condone this type of behavior. This is the only reason why I'm coming through for you. But you got one time because I can't help you no more. And I took her advice and I respected to the fullest because of that. I forgave the situation and I moved the fuck around. Karma came back at him. I didn't even have to do anything. I'm talking about after I left. You understand what I'm saying? Because God gonna take care of his people. But the ones who know they abusive, and you gotta be careful with how they say it. You ask her, have they ever hit a woman? Nah, only one time, and I really don't hit women, but I did hit a woman one time. You pay attention to them. And if they, and this how you, and the reason why I say this because you got two types. The ones that say they did it one time, and then they'll say it's the woman fault, and then you got the ones that say I did it one time and I ain't never did it ever again because I still feel like shit behind it. And they never put fault on the other person. They just knew that they were wrong because they understand that they more stronger than the average woman. But the ones that be like, yeah, she led me no choice. What you mean she led you no choice? She hit me first. You could have called the police. That don't make you less of a man. It'll actually keep you out of jail. You pay attention to what they say. And most importantly, you listen to what they don't say. Because they saying a whole lot without saying nothing at all. But to the ones, let me tell you something. To the ones who going through that shit where they feel like they gotta walk on eggshells, they scared to leave. This person got them on a chokehold. Now it's to the point where not only they whooping their ass, you getting your ass whooped in the house, but now they feel like it's okay to cheat. Because I've been through that. My own husband chased me down the motherfucking sidewalk around the neighborhood, disrespect the fuck out of me. I had to get to a point in my life where I said no fucking more. It seemed, because let me tell you something, ladies. Sometimes you'll get to a point where you feel like you done everything you can. You feel like you done put out as much as you could. You try to be the best woman you could possibly be to that man. And for some reason, it's still not enough. You want to know why? Because you weren't the one that they wanted. It was someone else guilt tripping the fuck out of them about woulda, coulda, shoulda been. And you intimidate him. You thought you was doing a good thing by giving them the finer things in life, or at least tried to. But they felt some type of way because they felt like they should have did it, but they didn't move. So they wanted you to drown with them while they do what they want to do. And you said, no, I deserve more. And when you say that, they try to make you feel like shit about it. Because the other woman, she didn't want all that. She wanted some dick.
Oh, and let me say this too.
I really don't know how that other video got connected like that. I really don't know. But I guess I'll take that as confirmation. Okay, let me say that too. The higher stuff coming in too. Come here. Over here. You're not worthless. You're not less than. And you know when you tired. You know when you tired. Every woman know when they tired. When you tired, you ain't gonna keep telling yourself that you tired. You know what do you do when you tired? You go to sleep, right? When you tired of something, you walk away. You don't keep saying you tired. You do something about it, right? And if somebody just keep thinking it's okay to come upside your head like this, chasing you, trying to show their dominance by how they mistreat you in front of their friends and family, come on back over here. Got you walking on eggshells, treating you like you a child, make it seem like everything you doing ain't enough so they can do what they want to do. But they can't leave you alone. They won't stop stalking you. They sending you all type of threats. You take proper action. But if you have no other choice to get yourself out that situation, I'm telling you right now, you may look a little unladylike, but that's okay. They needed to see that. They need to see that so they'll know, hey, I ain't the one to be fucked with. Just like nobody couldn't come save me, ain't nobody gonna come save you, motherfucker. I'm gonna make sure of that. Because let me tell you something. Some of them will know that you're beautiful, and they don't want nobody else in your face. Some of them know you got a beautiful smile, and they don't want you smiling. They don't want nobody else to see your smile. They want to take that away from you. They feel like they got that much power over you to take that away from you. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. And they don't. And they don't. And you don't allow them either. I think me and one of my family members, I think it was my auntie or something, we was like, man, motherfucker, come for my teeth. I'm gonna get them fixed because that motherfucker dead. I'm talking about DOA. Ain't no motherfucking way you finna try to wreck my shit just so you can smile in another bitch face. Oh, no. Oh, no. You better ask that bitch, do she like caves? Because that's exactly where you're going to need to hide. Y'all ain't going to be able to do shit. Y'all ain't going to be able to go to a restaurant. Y'all ain't going to be able to do nothing in public. I hope she know how to cook. It's going to be home-cooked meal. I hope you got cameras. I hope you got it all. I'm serious, man. That shit ain't cool. And I'm not promoting violence, but motherfuckers need to know how serious this shit get. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Don't fuck with me. When I treat you well, I expect you to do the same thing for me. And no, if I treat you well, it's when I treat you well. I'm showing compassion and love. Don't disrespect me. I'm not going to disrespect you. Period. And if a woman got a problem with what I got to say and she knows she getting knocked between the cracks of the damn wall, then guess what? That's her prerogative. But she ain't me and I ain't her. She might like that shit, but I don't get down like that. And any woman who don't get down like that, just was a man who don't like that shit, man, y'all feel me on this. Men is a little different because of society. But when it come down to a woman, that shit hit different. Because not only we taking care of the kids, we cooking, we cleaning. We supportive to your needs. We nurturing to your needs. We loving, we kind. We even smile and get along with your family, even if we don't care for them. That takes a lot of mental strength. Because guess what? You ain't stopping your folks from not liking me. So I got to pretend like I like them. And a lot of us women go through that. I'm just giving you the real today. You may not want to hear that, but it's the truth. And the last thing we need is for you to turn around and put your hand on us after we done stood up for you in front of our own damn family. Now we embarrassed of you. Because the whole time we was loving you like a woman, but you was treating us like a child. That's not an equal give and take. And if you feel like that's the only way you can get a woman to respect you, then maybe that's something you need to deal with yourself. It's something you need to heal within yourself. Because it's a way that you can get through to a woman other than putting your hands on one. And some of y'all ain't getting that. But I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm not telling you no lie. Y'all ones that be feeling like, okay, ain't nothing going to happen. Y'all going to meet your match. I know you done heard it before, but you gonna meet your match. And you gonna wish the day that you never put your hand on the woman that loved the fuck out of you. You gonna meet your match one day. So you might want to think about that. Always. In everything in love. Even if things don't work out. And forgiveness. So you can move on. Even if you are the person who is receiving, if you was the receiver of the abuse, still forgive them. They may not accept your forgiveness or whatever, but it ain't for them. They ain't gotta never accept it. It's to free yourself. You don't want to be binded to that. Because let me tell you, like attract like. If you still holding on that grudge when it comes out of that person that put their hand on you, you're gonna keep attracting and only attract those type of men. Same thing when it comes down to a man attract a woman. Man, that's law of attraction. You forgive them and you move the hell on. You forgive yourself most of all. Now that's all I had to say. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, but I want to make sure I speak on this because somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that today. I'm just blessed to know that my mother told me the different signs of it. To know when you're being abused. But I'm taking it up another notch. You need to know how to get out of it. Because you're not a victim. Man or woman. You're a victor. Y'all be blessed.